Tennessee is arguably one of the best places in the U.S. to live. The volunteer state is home to a thriving music scene, high-quality whiskey distilleries, and the Great Smokey Mountains. Not only was it the birthplace of the blues, but it's also where Elvis Presley famously established his Graceland home. Keep watching to see our picks of the best places to live in Tennessee. Brentwood. With a population of just over 40,000, Brentwood, Tennessee is one of the most beautiful and safe Nashville suburbs. Brentwood regularly ranks not only as one of the best places to live in Tennessee, but also in the U.S. overall. It's known for its rolling hills and lush greenery, and is home to 13 parks featuring hundreds of acres of open space. Nature lovers, hikers, and outdoor sports fans will fall in love with Brentwood, and since it's so close to Nashville, so will city slickers. Brentwood is a fairly affluent suburb. As such, not everyone can afford to live here, but if you can, it's an excellent place to put down roots and raise a family. It's also located conveniently close to Nashville International Airport, so if you have to travel for work, you're in luck. Chattanooga. You can't go wrong with Chattown, as the locals like to call it. It's a city that perfectly blends elements of city and country life. It's arguably one of the prettiest places to live in the state, and it's located just north of the Tennessee-Georgia state line. Known as the Scenic City, Chattanooga is an unbelievably desirable place to call home. Its natural beauty owes a lot to the fact that it's located directly between the Appalachian Mountains and the Cumberland Plateau. Around town, you'll find popular attractions like the Tennessee Aquarium and the National Medal of Honor Heritage Center. Franklin. Franklin's located in Williamson County and has a population of approximately 68,000 residents. Median home value is much lower than wealthier towns near Nashville like Brentwood, and the area has received national recognition for its fabulous school system. Franklin, furthermore, is a historic city owing to its connection to the Civil War. It features a much beloved and business-rich downtown, and with over 200 eateries, you'll never have a craving you can't fill. In fact, you won't find as many restaurants lumped together in one location anywhere in the state as you'll find in Franklin. Garden and Gun magazine named Franklin the best southern town in 2014, and it's not hard to see why. Hendersonville. This Nashville suburb is located along Old Hickory Lake shores. Because of its location, Hendersonville offers residents an abundance of water activities to participate in. From fishing to boating and swimming, you'll fall in love with the town's 26 miles of lakefront shoreline. But even if access to the water isn't your primary concern, you'll also find numerous parks, historical and natural landmarks, and a broad range of other recreational opportunities in and around town. Check out the streets of Indian Lake. This entertainment complex is home to many shops and restaurants that offer residents plenty of opportunities to enjoy themselves. Nolensville. If you're looking to relocate to a place that's ideal for raising a family, Nolensville certainly sits high atop the list. This relatively small Nashville suburb is proud of its tight-knit community, which features a high number of growing families. Seeing as how it's located between two of the state's most significant metro areas, Nashville and Murfreesboro, it unfortunately can be a bit pricey. Even so, with its highly rated schools and bustling local economy, Nolensville continues to attract plenty of new residents every year. And given its proximity to Nashville, you'll be close to all the dining and entertainment options the big city has to offer. Mount Juliet. This town is about 20 miles east of Nashville. It's also known for being one of the best places in the state to start a small business. So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur or thinking about relocating your already established business, this is a town you should put on your radar. Cost of living is about average, but there are quite a few residents who are blessed with relatively high incomes. The town is located between Percy Priest Lake and the Cumberland River. This explains how it earned its nickname of the City Between the Lakes. If you're looking for a small town with a lot of charm and an abundance of natural beauty, Mount Juliet might be an ideal place for you to set up shop and call home. Kingsport. This rapidly growing town in Sullivan County offers a ton of restaurants, countless live entertainment options, and is just all around a fantastic place to live. It's located 10 miles away from the Tennessee-Virginia border and is within just a short drive from many national and state parks as well as quite a few lakes. It's a town that's perfect for lovers of the great outdoors, and since the cost of living is relatively low, you won't have to spend an arm and a leg to live there. Nashville. As the most populous metropolitan area in the state, Nashville naturally has a little bit of something for everyone. It's widely regarded as one of the best cities in the state to live in, and for anyone who's ever been there, you already know it's one of the prettiest. Nashville draws in millions of visitors every year thanks to the fact that it's considered to be the capital of country music. With all that tourism, a ton of money is pumped back into the community. So if you're thinking about starting a business, there are a few places in the state better to do so. The state capital sits along the Cumberland River. Its bustling downtown district features countless live music venues, bars, restaurants, museums, and other noteworthy attractions, including the Country Music Hall of Fame. Suffice to say, you'll never have a dull night when hitting up the town in Nashville. Townsend. For those who want to live in the Appalachians, Townsend is a great place to start looking for your dream mountain home. It's located about a 45-minute drive from Knoxville and sits along the Little River. Technically, Townsend is connected to the Great Smokey Mountains National Park. It's also adjacent to Cades Cove. Because of this, it's one of the most picturesque small towns in Tennessee. It's considered to be one of the 3 gateways to the Smokies. Beautiful natural countryside merges with a lovely small town vibe, making this an ideal town for anyone who enjoys getting lost in nature and indulging in outdoor activities like hiking, mountain biking, fishing, and hunting. Around the year, Townsend plays host to many festivals. It's also known for having many shops, galleries, boutiques, and cafes in its quaint downtown area. Germantown. Germantown should be one of the first places you look into when planning to move to Tennessee. It's a suburb of Memphis that has a population of just under 40,000. Cost of living is low and housing is very affordable. The average income is also among one of the highest in the state. Unlike its closest city, the crime rate is fairly low. Schools in Germantown are among some of the highest rated in Tennessee. There's also a high percentage of households with children. Oak Ridge. This planned city has been doing its own thing since the 50s. In the last 7 decades, it's developed a thriving community atmosphere with an open suburban feel. Initially, Oak Ridge was created to develop technologies that would help end the Second World War. Today, it's home to the Department of Energy, as well as a national laboratory. Because of this, its 30,000 residents have plenty of excellent work opportunities. Oak Ridge has some of the lowest crime rates in Tennessee, while its cost of living and housing rates are well below the U.S. average. Murfreesboro. This city is one of the fastest growing metros in the state. It has a population of just over 136,000. The influx in residents hasn't resulted in an increase in housing costs. Let's just hope that doesn't change, and transplants can look forward to enrolling their kids in a very solid school system. There are also plenty of public parks to enjoy, as well as a rich culture and dining scene. It's about 40 minutes from downtown Nashville, and it's also home to Middle Tennessee State University. Gatlinburg. Located in the foothills of the Smokies, Gatlinburg has some of the most affordable housing of any major town in Tennessee. There are more than 24 schools in the area, and the majority are highly rated. But what really draws new residents is the Gatlinburg lifestyle. Both locals and out-of-towners can be found in high numbers, enjoying the downtown streets with its many breweries, distilleries, restaurants, museums, attractions, and theaters. Plus, within a few minutes' drive, you can be hiking through some of the largest mountains on the East Coast. While you might think of Gatlinburg and its neighbor Pigeon Forge as being tourist towns, they're also some of the best places in the state to call home. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you visited any of these places in Tennessee? Let us know in the comments section below.